The ancient Egyptian desert wind howls across the plateau, whipping sand into miniature cyclones that dance around the legs of the colossal Great Sphinx of Giza. Standing resolute against the onslaught, this monumental guardian seems to embody the very essence of eternity. With the body of a lion and the face of a pharaoh, it has stared unblinkingly into the endless expanse of the Sahara for millennia. The sun beats down mercilessly, turning the plateau into a sea of rippling heat. But on this blistering landscape, one detail stands out, a testament to the Sphinx's enduring presence: footprints. Well-worn tracks mark the path of countless visitors who have come to marvel at this enigmatic monument throughout history. These footprints tell stories of their own, echoing with the whispers of ancient pilgrims, curious travelers, and scholarly explorers. Each imprint left behind a fragment of someone's journey, a silent dialogue between the living and the long dead. As we stand here contemplating this monumental enigma, two undeniable realities confront us. Firstly, the sheer scale of the structure overwhelms our senses. Stretching over 73 meters in length and rising 20 meters high, the Great Sphinx casts an imposing shadow across the desert floor. Its massive paws, each the size of a chariot, seem to sink into the earth itself. As we walk among these colossal limbs, the immensity of the task that created this colossus becomes clearer. To construct such a structure required a Herculean effort, mobilizing thousands of workers and diverting resources on a scale rarely seen even today. Secondly, the Sphinx's silence is deafening. Built before recorded history, it offers few clues to its creators or purpose. No hieroglyphs adorn its surface, no inscriptions reveal the secrets of its construction or the inspiration behind this hybrid creature. The Sphinx remains an enigma, its thoughts locked away in the chambers of time. It's a puzzle that has captivated scholars, adventurers, and dreamers for centuries. So what exactly is the story behind this enigmatic monument? Who built the Sphinx and why? Unfortunately, the truth is that nobody knows. The origins of the Sphinx remain shrouded in mystery, lost to the sands of time. Most scholars believe it was indeed built during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre around 2500 BCE, but even this widely accepted theory is based on little more than educated guesses. There are no written records explaining its creation, and no archaeological evidence to confirm the identity of its builders. However, we do have some clues scattered like breadcrumbs across the sands of history. For instance, the temple immediately south of the Sphinx contains an unfinished relief depicting the pharaoh's face. While it doesn't explicitly state that he built the Sphinx, many scholars believe it's a clear connection, especially since other temples along the Giza Plateau bear similar dedications next to structures they built. Another piece of the puzzle lies in the style of the Sphinx's face, which bears a striking resemblance to the features of Khafre depicted in other monuments. Even the layout of the Sphinx aligns with other Giza-era structures, suggesting it was intentionally placed to reflect the prevailing architectural trends of the time. While none of these pieces of evidence is conclusive on their own, taken together, they form a compelling case for Khafre's involvement in the Sphinx's construction. However, this is by no means the only theory. More radical ideas suggest the Sphinx could be far older, perhaps dating back to a time before recorded Egyptian history. Proponents of this theory point to the Sphinx's weathered appearance, suggesting it has endured the passage of thousands of years. The erosion patterns on its surface seem to indicate prolonged exposure to heavy rainfall, something that hasn't occurred in the Giza region for several thousand years. This implies that the Sphinx, in its current form, could have been sculpted during a much earlier period when the Egyptian climate was wetter and more hospitable. Furthermore, the proportions of the Sphinx's body appear to be subtly different in various photographs, leading some to speculate that the statue has been partially submerged in the past. This idea is supported by anecdotal accounts from European travelers in the early 1800s who described seeing the Sphinx up to its waist in water. Whether these theories hold any truth remains unclear. Perhaps future discoveries will shed light on the true age and origins of the Sphinx. For now, though, these questions only add to the mystique that surrounds this enigmatic monument. The Sphinx is also infamous for its missing nose, a feature casually knocked off by a cannonball, right? Wrong. The absence of the Sphinx's nose has led to many romantic notions, but the truth is far less glamorous. Far from being a victim of Napoleon's artillery fire, the damage is far more ancient. Sketches and paintings from well before Napoleon's campaigns in Egypt already depict the Sphinx as noseless. It's far more likely that the nose was deliberately destroyed by a Sufi Muslim in the 14th century. He saw the statue as a symbol of idolatry and aimed to obliterate it. This act of iconoclasm, while brutal, was not unheard of in the Islamic world, where similar acts were committed against pagan shrines and religious imagery. Ultimately, the missing nose only adds to the Sphinx's air of mystery and antiquity, making it yet another talking point for those seeking to uncover the secrets of this enigmatic monument. What is the meaning behind the Great Sphinx? Like its origins, the meaning and purpose of the Great Sphinx are shrouded in mystery. No surviving texts offer clear explanations, leaving us to decipher clues from its design and placement. One prevalent theory suggests the Sphinx symbolizes the Egyptian pharaoh's divine kingship. The lion, representing strength and solar power, combined with the human head, signifying intellect and wisdom, created a composite ruler, part mortal, part divine. This interpretation is supported by the Sphinx's location near the pharaoh's pyramid, highlighting the ruler's eternal vigilance over his domain. Others see the Sphinx as a guardian, a protective deity watching over the necropolis and ensuring the eternal rest of the pharaohs. This perspective is reinforced by the Sphinx's facing east, ready to greet the rising sun and ward off evil spirits. Finally, the most whimsical interpretations view the Sphinx as a living embodiment of the pharaoh. According to some accounts, it was believed to possess a soul and act as a link between the mortal and spirit realms. In this context, the Sphinx could be seen as a physical manifestation of the pharaoh's power, blurring the lines between ruler and divinity. Ultimately, without definitive evidence, the true meaning of the Great Sphinx remains open to interpretation, inviting us to ponder the deeper significance of this timeless monument. The Great Sphinx, with its timeless presence, continues to captivate the human imagination. It stands as a reminder of the boundless curiosity and ingenuity of ancient civilizations. As we continue to explore the mysteries of this enigmatic monument, one thing becomes clear: the Sphinx is more than just a relic of the past. It's a symbol of our enduring quest for understanding, a reflection of our fascination with the unknown, and a source of inspiration for generations to come. The Sphinx of Giza is truly a wonder of the world, and as long as it stands, it will continue to speak to our deepest desires for knowledge and enlightenment. So, as you visit this awe-inspiring site, take a moment to appreciate the legacy of the Sphinx. Let its silent wisdom inspire you to seek out the answers that lie hidden in the sands of time. And remember that sometimes the greatest discoveries are the ones we make within ourselves. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more captivating tales from history's greatest landmarks. Your support allows us to continue sharing these stories and exploring the world's most enigmatic places. Until next time, keep seeking out the extraordinary.